Good day everyone, my name is Sarah Rania Justin Bridget C. From Baby Pretty to C. My topic is all about understanding conflict analysis and peace building. What is conflict analysis? Conflict analysis, it involves systematically examining the causes, dynamics, and stakeholders involved in a conflict. Peace building. It focuses on building sustainable peace by addressing the root cause of violence and fostering reconciliation. Conflict analysis and peace building are essential for creating a more peaceful world. By understanding the root causes of conflict and developing effective strategies for prevention, management, and resolution, that we can work toward lasting peace. Key elements of conflict analysis. First is the actors. It identifying the individuals or group it involved in the conflict, their interests and their roles in perpetuating or resolving the conflict. Second is the causes, that determining the underlying factors contributing to the conflict, including the political, economic, social, and cultural factors. Third is the dynamic. It analyzing the patterns of interaction and a power dynamics between the parties involved, including how conflict evolves over time. And last is the profile. It developing a comprehensive understanding of the conflict history, context, and of key issues. Sa key elements of conflict analysis, mahalagang malaman or makilala ang mga individual o grupo na kasangkot sa mga issue at malaman ang kanilang mga interest or kanilang mga tungkulin upang ma-resolve ang conflict. Mahalaga din malaman ang mga sanhi upang matukoy yung mga naambag sa pag-resolve ng conflict. Kabilang na dito yung mga politika, ekonomiya, panlipunan o yung mga pangkultura. Mahalaga din malaman yung mga pattern sa pakikipag-ugnayan or yung power sa pagitan ng mga partido, ng mga kasangkot. Kabilang dito kung paano umunlad ang pag-resolve ng conflict sa paglipas ng mga panahon. Mahalaga ding malaman ang pagbuo ng komprehensibong pag-unawa sa mga nakaraan, context o sa mga pangunahing issue sa pag-resolve ng conflict. Conflict stages. First is the pre-conflict. This is the period when there is an incompatibility of goals between two or more parties, which could lead to open conflict. The second is the confrontation. At this stage, the conflict has become more open. Third is the crisis. This is the peak of the conflict, when the tension or the violence is most intense. Fourth is the outcome. One way or another, the crisis will lead to an outcome. And the last one is the post-conflict. Finally, the situation is resolved in a way that leads to an ending of any violent confrontation to a decrease in tension. Conflict stages. Sa pre-conflict, this initial phase characterized by an incompatibility goals between the two parties means while there isn't yet open conflict, there is underlying tension or differing objective to create a potential conflict to escalate. While sa confrontation naman, the conflict become more overt, so means the incompatibility of goal is no longer hidden. So it enters openly to not necessary to violence. So this stage means involve a direct interaction between the conflict parties. So expressing their disagreements or dissatisfaction. So crisis is this is the peak of the conflict, means the point of highest intensity. So yung tension is na reached na in maximum and the violence may erupt. So this is the most volatile and potentially damaging stage. So sa outcome naman, this is the crisis inevitably leads to some kind of resolution, whether it is a positive or a negative. So the outcome might be a negotiated settlement or a victory for one-sided or stalemate. So the nature of the outcome is significantly impact the subsequent stage. So the post-conflict naman, this is the aftermath of the conflict. Ideally, the situation is resolved in the way that leads to an end of violence, at a reduction in tension, and the establishment of a more normal relationship between the involved parties. However, the post-conflict phase can be complex and challenging. It requires nare-record itong reconciliation, rebuilding, or yung i-address yung root of causes ng conflict to prevent future occurrences. Key components of peacebuilding. The first is the conflict resolution. It's facilitating dialogue, mediation, and negotiation between conflicting parties to find mutually acceptable solutions. Second is the security sector reform. Disarming and demobilizing combatants, reforming security institutions, and promoting civilian control over security forces. The third is the institution building, establishing a democratic and accountable institution, including a judiciary, police force, and the civilian society organization. Third is the economic and social development. It addressing poverty, inequality, and other socio-economic factors that contribute to conflict. Is the human rights and the rule of law. It promoting the human right, ensuring justice and accountability, and establishing a legal framework that upholds the rule of law. Governance and the democracy. It's supporting the democratic processes, promoting good governance, and increasing citizen participation. Trauma healing and reconciliation. It providing psychological support to victims of conflict. It promoting forgiveness and building trust between the communities. Key component of peace building is conflict resolution. Mahalaga ito upang mapadali at magkaroon ng negosasyon sa pagitan ng mga kasali ng mga partido upang mas madaling makahanap na katanggap na solusyon. Mahalaga din ang reformang sektor ng seguridad upang mapaalis ang mga armas ng mga mandirigma na reforma sa mga institusyon ng seguridad upang mas mapataguyod ng sibilyan ang pagkakaroon ng kontrol sa mga pwersa ng seguridad. Pagbubuo ng institusyon. Mahalagang magkaroon ng pagtatag ng mga demokratiko at mga pananagot ng mga institusyon kabilang ng mga judicial, personal pulisya at mga organisasyon ng sibil ng lipunan. Napano ay ang pang-ekonomi at panlipunang pag-unlad. Mahalaga magkaroon ng pagtugon ng kahirapan at hindi pagkapantay-pantay at iba pang mga salik ng na nag-aambag sa pag-resolve ng konflikt. Mahalagang din magkaroon ng karapatang pantao at pagpatupad ng batas dahil ito ay nagpapalaganap ng mga karapatang pantao, pagtiyak ng mga hustisya o pananagot, pagtatag ng isang legal na balangkas upang mapanatili ang pagpapatupad ng mga batas. Mahalaga rin magkaroon pamamahala ng demokrasya dahil ito ay nagsusupport ng mga demokratikong proseso dahil nagpapalaganap ng mabuting pamahala o pagtaas ng pakikilahok ng mamamayan. Mahalaga din magkaroon ng pagpagaling ng trauma upang pagbibigay ng psikologik na suporta sa mga kasali sa issue upang ma-resolve ang conflict.